Warrior going up to his opponent, reaching out and touching them with an object that they carried. Put your brave faces on, boys and girls. Not your ugly faces, but your brave faces.
One special, brave individual coming to the center. Are you afraid, young man?
Let's give my nephew there, Eagle Boy, a big hand for that beautiful demonstration of the old style of war dancing. After he takes your hand, you can go ahead and sit back down. Each time, the warrior going up to his opponent, the warrior reaching out and only touching them with an object that he carried in his hand. each time choosing to honor life. Many of our people in the old days, as many of us still today believe, that only God, the creator of life, had the right to take a spirit from another human being. That we as humans did not have that right, so we developed what we call counting coup. This dance originated out on the western plains, out in the western tribes. Imagine grass that can grow 2, 3, 4 feet in height. The way the winds would blow across the prairie, the open land, and the way the grass would sway. This is a more modern and contemporary version of this dance, but it's still one of the old traditional dances. It was our grass dancers. They were the first ones sent into the dance arenas. It was their job, their duty, their obligation to prepare a new encampment. It was their job, their duty, their obligation to prepare the dance arenas, the dance circles. They were the ones that were sent in to dance down the tall grass. And from that they earned the name grass dancers. But this dance today teaches many of our young native men to walk in harmony, to walk in balance. When this dance is being done, if a step is done to the left, it will be reversed to the right. If a spin is done to the right, it will be reversed to the left. That is to ensure harmony and balance. I'd like to ask you to give Duncan a big hand, a nice warm welcome to your community as it comes on now for our men's grass dance. This next dance here is what we call our crow hop. These dances are dances that our people are still doing thousands of years later. This is known as our crow dance, and what we also call a crow hop. Contrary to many people's beliefs that all we ever did was our own style of war dances, it's a very inaccurate portrayal of our people and our culture. 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, the dances that our people did were what we refer to as animal dances. We would honor all the animals that we saw in the environment around us. Those animals, they gave us food to feed our families. They gave us hides to make our buckskin clothing. They gave us stories of creation. And we in turn honored them through dances. This next dance is one of our many, many animal dances. But we also refer to this today just as a social dance. This one here is our rabbit dance. This is one of the few dances that we actually have that's a couples dance. It's a partner's dance. Normally each dancer is doing an interpretation of a particular style of dance or a particular thing that they dreamed. This is one of the few dances that's a partner's dance, a couple's dance. It's a fun dance, it's a social dance that we have. And if you're asked to dance, you cannot refuse. We're all here today to have a good time. We're all here today to enjoy ourselves. Even if you have 2 left feet, you still can't mess up. Yeah. It's just like follow the leader when this dance is done. All these dances that we're doing scaled down versions of those dances. And at our powwows, our celebrations, we also sing love songs. We have our own style of love songs that we sing that go with this dance too. Take your partner's hands, face one another, please. With the power invested in me, husband and wife. You can shake each other's hands. That's just a little bit about humor there. At many of our powwows, our celebrations, humor is a very important and a very intricate part of our culture. Our humor is what heals our hearts, puts smiles on our faces, and allows us to be a happy individual. This next dance here represented the old days once again, the days when a young man was hunting for moose, elk, deer, buffalo, depending on where one's tribal homelands were. For here in the United States, we represent over 500 different native nations. Many of our people, we speak different languages, different customs, different traditions, different forms of tribal governments, different foods, different homes. We're very diverse from region to region to region, but we do believe that we're all one people, that we're all members of the American Indian race collectively together. This dance is what we call our hunting dance. A young man going hunting, looking for the track of the four-legged, those animals that would feed his family. The head going to the sky, looking for the winged ones, the ducks, the geese, the turkeys. I'd like to ask you to give my son, Nechi, a big hand, a nice, warm welcome, as he comes on for our hunting dance. We're going to do another one of our animal dances. This next one is what we call the eagle dance. We believe that the Creator, that God had sent the eagle to our people to always look after us, to guide us, to protect us, to give us strength in our lives, but to also ensure that our life would always stay on a good path. This dance is done in 4 parts. The first part, an eagle being born, learning to flap its wings, learning to make sounds with its voice. A baby being born, learning to crawl, learning to cry. The eagle learning to fly, but not too far from the safety and the protection of its nest. A young child running, playing, but not too far from the protection of home and mom and dad. The eagle one day flying off to create its own nest. There comes a point in time in life where we all journey out into the world to find our own paths, to make our own future, to create our own destinies, and maybe one day have our own homes, our own family, our own children. The eagle, one day flying off to the spirit world. But we as human beings, we will all one day walk on and meet the people that have gone on before us. So with this dance, it shows the balance between the winged one, the eagle, the two-legged, the human being. There's another one of our social dances. This one is what we call our snake dance. At our celebrations, our powwows, they start early in the day, and we dance all day long. And yes, these outfits can get a little hot. They can get a little sweaty in the summertime. They're all handmade. But in the early evening, we'll change. We'll come together as a people, as a family. We'll all have dinner with one another. Afterwards, we might be in a remote area, and we'll set up a large bonfire. And all of our elders come out. And our elders will tell us the stories of our grandmothers, the stories of our grandfathers, the way life was 100, 500 years ago. And they will tell those stories word by word by word, the way it was told to them when they were but little children. This is one of the ways that we as Native people are keeping what is known today as oral tradition alive. Afterwards, we get our drum back out and we begin our dances, such as the rabbit dance, the eagle dance, the deer dance, the buffalo dance, the snake dance. This dance here is a very fun and exciting dance for many of our young Native kids. This one is what we call our snake dance. We don't have a lot of boys and girls, but what we would like to do is all you boys and girls in this row right here, the one row behind you, we'd like to ask you to all come up. We want to share some of our dances with you. This dance here, we make a big long line. We hold hands. It's like follow the leader, but it's a big long line. We hold hands and we move with the drum and we spin and we turn. It's a very fun dance that many of our young Native youth enjoy. But being that we're here in recognition and celebration of November as being National American Indian Heritage Month, we want to share some of these dances with you. This is what we call our snake dance. You boys and girls give yourselves a big round. That was a short version of that dance. That dance can actually last 2-3 hours. Then our kids sleep really good that night at our powwow. This next dance is what we call our hoop dance. Duncan's going to take several hoops. He's going to dance with them. The hoop represents the circle of life. And on that hoop of life, there is no beginning and there is no end. The hoop also representing our Mother Earth. It representing the earth. He's going to weave these hoops together to create formations, patterns, designs. Formations and patterns to represent maybe a hummingbird, an eagle, pottery, baskets. Possibly in the end, he'll weave them together to create the formation of the world. So watch close. If you see a design, a pattern, a move that he makes that kind of catches your eye, it's okay to clap and applaud because it's going to only encourage him to do this dance for other people and other communities. Once again, our hoop dance. give Duncan one more big hand for that beautiful demonstration of As Native people, we've done the best that we know how to hold on to the beauty of our culture, our traditions, our songs, our dances. And we hope that throughout this hour, we were able to share a small part of that with you. And that when you leave today, you'll leave with a deeper appreciation and a better understanding of American Indian people and American Indian culture. And we hope that we've been able to put a very good and positive and accurate version of our culture in each and every one of your minds. As we have an opening dance, we also have a closing dance. As we have our Mother Earth, we have our Father Sky. As we have our grandmother the moon, we have our grandfather the sun. As we have the two-legged, we have the four-legged, the animals. Those are some things that keep natural harmony, natural balance. This will be the last dance of our program, of our presentation. Afterwards, if anyone wants to come up, ask a question, shake hands, take a photograph, I'm the youngest and the best looking of all four in our group. We can take some photos, answer some questions. But this will be our last dance of our program. I'd like to once again introduce everyone. Our first men's traditional dancer, Shaky Tayak. Our next men's traditional dancer, Eagle Boy Cole. Our men's grass dancer, Duncan Munson. I'd also like to recognize Thomas up there. Thomas, can you raise your hand? He was the one who put this event together for us. Let's give him really good hand here. Once again, my name was Mark Tayak, and we were here today from the Piscataway Indian Nation. Thank you for having us. Thank you for coming out. This will now conclude our program.